Hey everybody, welcome back to this channel. I am Tinesha Davis. This is the Fun and Budget Act, where we talk about living a balanced life while minding your budget. Okay? Now, in this video, I am going to catch you guys up. I told you all in a handful of videos that I recently refinanced my home and that I was going to make a video talking about that process specifically. But before we do that, what I have to do is catch you up on the mortgage update. Now, the last time we talked about this mortgage payoff journey, it was in update number 8. Where the balance on the mortgage was $375,000, a little over that, okay? $5 over that. And that caught us up to January. Actually, it covered December. It covered December of 2019. In today's video, we are going to talk about January, February, and March's payments in 2020. And then that should bring us up to speed, because in March of 2020, I refinanced my home, all toward the strategy of paying this thing off as early as possible. Let's talk about it. Okay. So a lot of you know that when you watch my budget videos, one of my long-term finance goals is to pay off my home. I started this journey a few years ago where we had $435,000 left on the mortgage, but I actually purchased this home in the high $500,000. I think it was something like around $560,000. That wasn't my purchase price. That was the price of the loan that I took out, because I did put a down payment down on a home, and then I also got some things knocked off, some prices knocked off of the home through negotiation. So our first mortgage payoff update was in April of 2018, where I owed $458,000 on this home. So in January of 2020, I sent a payment of $3,085 in, and of that, $1,351 went to the principal, while $1,015 went to the interest. $718 went to escrow. A principal only payment was made of $14.20. The reason for that was because in November of 2019 and in December of 2019, I made a decision not to send anything extra to my mortgage and to use my extra funds to go towards the holidays. And so what I normally do is at the end of the month, so at the end of December, the money that I have left over in December will be paid in January's payment. So that's why for January of 2020, you see only a payment of $14.20, because that is what came from December. Okay? But like I said, the main priority for me in November and December was to fully fund the holidays, not using any debt, as well as start putting extra money toward a Roth IRA. So that's where the extra money went. In February of 2020, I sent the obligatory payment of $3,085, and of that, $1,354 went toward the principal. Actually, more like $1,355 to round off, went to the principal, while $1,012 went to the interest, and $719 went to escrow. I sent an additional $756 to the principal only. All right, March looks kind of crazy, and this was only because I noticed that they would allow me to make multiple payments throughout the month, and so I did, just to see that it all looked super interesting. It didn't do what I was expecting it to do. When I first made the payment of $1,140, I was expecting that to go to principal only. But what I noticed what the bank did is that they held some here and held some there. Like that $2,048 posted to suspense. What that really is $2,048 plus the $1,140 should have been a full payment. It should have been a full payment of approximately $3,100. But they broke it up in all of these weird ways. So $2,048 was posted to suspense to go toward my mortgage. So eventually it did go to my mortgage, okay? And then they took $1,140 as a payment to the mortgage again. And of that, it's just so weird. So, let's just add these numbers up because, yeah, they're trying to confuse y'all. Because it really was one payment. But what I called myself doing was making an extra payment early, not knowing that they was going to hold that payment until I made another payment, and then they were going to pay the mortgage first before they applied anything to principal only. Hopefully I'm not confusing y'all too much, but yeah, this was kind of confusing. $3,188 was made, a payment. Of that, $1,360 went to principal and $1,006 went to interest. $821 went to escrow, okay? And then I made a principal only payment of $2,048. Now, this left us in March, and this is where I decided to refinance my home. And so that's why you see that a paid in full was made of a little over $367,000. And that is where we're leaving off. So that was the balance at the end of March on my home. $367,293. Okay? Now, if we take a look at the amortization chart, this is where we were. So what I did in this chart, because before when we was looking at this chart in the past and previous, I had applied what I thought I was going to make as future payments, tentative future payments. But being that we're closing out this loan, I zeroed out all of the tentative future payments and just left the actual payments. So my actual payments to include the actual principal only payments that I had made up until that point. And so what this is showing us is that as of March 2020, I had reduced my loan by 59 months. My original final payment on the loan would have been December 1st of 2041. With the additional payments that I had made, I had moved that to January 1st, 2037, which is approximately 17 more years left on the loan. With the original loan, I would have paid almost $210,000 in interest. By March of 2020, I had already reduced that to approximately $141,000 in interest. And this is with that loan of 3.25%, 24-year term. And so this is update number 9, where the balance we are leaving off with is $367,293. In the next video, we are going to talk about the refinance process, what I did right, and what I wish I would have done differently. Until the next video, guys, don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already a member, turn on the bell notification so that you can see when I post another video, especially if it's on a topic you are interested in, and leave a comment below. And let's talk about where you are in your long-term finance goals.